Did you see my reply on why we learned about China? It's AP Human Geography, so we learned about different countries. Yeah. Well, I bet they didn't teach you that Chinese students are far more prepared for college academics after high school than Americans are. I bet it was formed in a pro-America way. But I appreciate your and the truth behind which you speak. Every man has his own truth, and I hold those to be self-evident. I think. I don't know. Is that the declaration? What is the topic of the day? Today's topic of the day is Ja Morant being traded, brother. We're going live on TikTok right now to start taking calls and talking ball on TBWZ. Let's get after it, baby. Ja Morant has officially been traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. This is a team that took San Antonio and the Spurs to 6 games last year. It's a good ball team without Damian Lillard. We saw Denny Advia get the ball and dominated this year. He was an all-star. I think he was third-team All-NBA. He was an incredible asset to the Portland Trail Blazers this season. That was without Dame. So now, we were already talking about this. Low-key, we actually did. 5 games. Should have been 6. Yes. Oh, it was 5? I thought it was 6. We were talking about this Portland team after taking San Antonio to 5 games. I was like, hey, when they get Dame back, hey, this team might be pretty good. This team might be half decent. What's up, Jake? Now they added Ja Morant. They lose Jeremy Grant, which we're fine with. They lose Chris Murray, which we're fine with. The fact that the Grizzlies did this trade and did not get Scoot Henderson back, I know you had to get Jeremy Grant to make the contracts line up and make that whole thing work. But the fact that you left Scoot Henderson on the table, how on earth? I have no idea what Portland is doing with this move. On the Grizzlies side, I get it, okay? You lost Triple J. You moved on from Desmond Bane. You got 1 million picks for him. You got 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane, and you got no picks for Ja Morant. What world are we living in? I understand what the Grizzlies are doing. They saw what worked for OKC. And that's what Charlotte is doing as well. Charlotte moved on from Miles Bridges. They moved on from LaMelo Ball, obviously. They got assets back and picks, and they got role players from the Suns in the Miles Bridges trade. But realistically, they got a 2033 unprotected pick that's 6 years down the road that no one really knows what it's going to actually be like. So that is a fantastic move for down the road for that team. But everyone is seeing what OKC did, and they're just offloading all of their talent and trying to get picks. The Grizzlies didn't even get picks for Ja Morant, bro. The 22 Grizzlies. Alif, yes, sir. Bro. Yes, sir. It's yes, sir. Come on, brother. That team had Dylan Brooks, Steven Adams, and then Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. None of those guys are on that team anymore. And now the Grizzlies are just a big pile of nothing. The Cam Boozer era has officially begun in Memphis. But realistically, I cannot think of a less Portland guy than Ja Morant. He is going to have an interesting time up there. We're going to open up phone calls in just a little bit. But Portland with Denny and Dame and Ja Morant, that's 3 guards, and you still have Scoot Henderson, and you still have Drew Holiday. Portland's not done. Let's just put it that way. Portland is not done with the moves right now. A move that I expect to be happening very, very, very soon is Kawhi Leonard back to the 6. Sorry for the double pump right there. Now. There is a lot of smoke around Kawhi Leonard last week. We talked about it on Friday. The momentum for him going to Toronto right now is palpable. There are a lot of rumors right now about those two sides talking about a potential move, and the move that I've heard is Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, and a first-round pick to Los Angeles, sending Kawhi Leonard over to the 6. For the Raptors' perspective, they have a ton of talent in Scotty Barnes, and they really, really like him. And RJ Barrett is a very, very solid player that's going to go out and get you 15 to 20 points, get you those 6 boards, those 4 assists, get a block or a steal in there, play good defense. Sandro Mamuskavashvili had a coming out party. Colin Murray-Boyles is a great player that they really, really like up there in Toronto. You add a guy like Kawhi Leonard to an Eastern Conference that I know Knicks fans are going to say it's not open, but it's pretty open right there. You're going to add a guy like Kawhi Leonard to that team. Very interested to see what turns out of the Toronto Raptors and the Kawhi Leonard situation. And one of the bigger topics of today's show, the Golden State Unks. There are reports right now looming after Draymond Green opted out of his player option to re-sign with the Warriors. There's word that they're going to be forming a team around LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Steph Curry. This one is very interesting. It could all be fake, but we will answer that during today's show. So officially, fellas, the phone lines on TBWZ Widescreen Radio are open. If you want to join the show, it is 213-352-5216. If you want to call in and talk some ball. We got our first caller of the day coming up, so if you do not get called up right away, don't worry. We will take you as we keep going. We'll be live for about 2 hours today. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Dayton, Tennessee.
From Dayton, what can we call you, brother?
Oh, Will.
Will from Dayton, from Tennessee. Unbelievable stuff, brother. We got a lot of stuff going on right now in the world of sports. We're talking Golden State. We're talking Kawhi Leonard. We're talking John Morant. What did you want to talk about today, Will?
I was going to talk about John Morant.
Brother, John Morant is going to Portland. Which side do you want to talk about that? The Grizzlies side or the Portland side?
See, I'm on the Grizzlies side, okay?
Hit me.
So, I don't know why you want to keep John Morant for at least one more year.
And to be with Cam Boozer? Is it to be good at basketball? Is that the goal?
I think you need to have him for like one more year to try to like experience the players out. Like you need to give him like more help.
More help for John Morant. I feel like we tried it. You know what I mean? They had JJJ and Dylan Brooks and Steven Adams and Desmond Bane and it didn't work.
Well, like you needed like one more veteran on the team. Like he's getting a bit older. He has like more experience, and we have a lot of rookies in there. That's what didn't help in like 2022. It was because there wasn't a lot of older guys.
Yeah, I mean Mike Connolly. I don't know if he was still there at that time, but I do hear you. Are you high on what the Grizzlies have though in Cam Boozer and Zach Edey in a young core? Are you excited about the opportunity that the Grizzlies have over the next couple of years?
I'm excited about it, but at the same time, you didn't give them 2022 Grizzlies enough time to like progress, and I feel like it's going to be the exact same thing with this team.
Yeah, I mean they fired Taylor Jenkins early. They got rid of those guys early. It feels like it's a mismanagement from the Grizzlies side. Will, before you go, how do you think it's going to work out for John Morant up in Portland?
I think that team could be special with him and Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
they could have something there.
And Denny Advia could be fun. Brother Will, unbelievable stuff. Thanks for following the show and calling in. Before you go, today's question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
No, I've never broken a bone, but I've almost. I've like dislocated it, but like it wasn't.
Is that your
really?
Is that your
broken.
worst injury? What's your worst injury?
It was probably me dislocating it, but I had someone pop it back in.
You're tough. You're unbelievable. Will, God bless. We'll talk soon, brother.
Okay, see you.
What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, it's Brian from SoCal.
Bryant, my guy from SoCal. What is up, bro?
What's up? How you doing?
Dog, a lot of word right now about our guy LeBron James potentially going to Golden State. What did you feel about that?
I'm happy for him. I didn't want to see him in a Lakers jersey again, especially when they were talking about they wanted him to take a max, or he was like, trying to take a max or somewhere near there. I was like, nah, just get rid of him.
Oh, so you're on the train of just we're good. We don't need LeBron James to build this team out.
Yeah, I have all confidence in Luka.
I'm with you, bro. I understand the sentiment. I think Luka Doncic is the future of this team. Like the proposition though of him playing with Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Kristaps up there in Golden State is pretty hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
they would be good. Was there anything else from the world of sports that tickled your fancy, brother?
One thing I'll say is we talked about the Trailblazers and them getting all those guards. I really think the Trailblazers are going to move off of Drew Holiday. I just have a feeling.
They have
to,
too many
bro. Guards. Yeah,
they have too many guards. Like, it's going to be Dame, Denny, and Ja, and then Klingon, and then who plays the four for that team? Like, you can really make a move to get rid of, and you know, we really liked Shaedon Sharpe. It was really good in Scoot Henderson, and then you have Drew Holiday. Like, you could package those together to make a really good move.
No, they can't. I wonder what they're still going to do because they still have a lot of pieces. They could go make a big trade. I feel it. Prediction bomb.
Prediction bomb officially on TBWZ. We have a big trade looming. Speaking of big trades, do you think Kawhi Leonard is going to get moved by the Clippers?
I think he's going to get moved. I don't think he's going to the Raptors. I think the Spurs are going to get him. I just have a feeling. I have a gut feeling that he's going to go to the Spurs.
Bro, the Western Conference is already so tough. If he goes over to the Spurs, that would be detrimental. Bryant, thank you for following and calling in. Before you go, question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
It's weird. I've been blessed. I play football. Like, I'm going to college for it this year. I've never broke a bone.
Nice.
The worst thing I had was, like, I sprained my meniscus because I got flipped one time when I got tackled. But other than that, I haven't been broken a bone.
Where are you going to be playing ball?
I'm going to Missouri Western, but I'm gonna be there. Just watch prediction ball. I'm gonna be there, transfer out. I'm gonna stay updated with you. Love the show,
bro. Bryant, you're the man. Can't wait to follow you on your journey, dog. God bless. We'll talk soon.
God bless.
Peace. JV said he got ran over by a car full of instruments when he was 2 years old. Half of his body was in a cast. By the grace of the Almighty God, I was able to walk again 1 year later. Oh my gosh. Talk about a trombone. Yeah, I'm sorry. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
This is Braden from North Carolina.
Braden from North Carolina. My brother. What is so? Are you the fan that you're the guy who lives in North Carolina, but you're not a Hornets fan, right?
Okay, I don't live in North Carolina.
Okay.
I just said from North Carolina because I don't really want to say where I do live, but I can. But I'm a Wizards fan. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so you're lying to the people, but it's okay.
No,
brother,
I'm from North Carolina, dude.
Yeah, whatever, you're a liar. There's so much going on right now in the world of NBA. Kawhi Leonard, Ja Morant, this Golden State Warriors team. What did you want to talk about today, bro?
That Ja Morant trade, actually. I wanted to say something about it.
Please, dude.
Yo, like, people are talking about what the Memphis Grizzlies got for Ja, and I know that's really not what Ja's really worth.
Yeah.
But what we know about Ja from this past year, and we saw him perform, that's what people held him as value-wise. Like that's how much value he had.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, because we saw what he did. He definitely did not perform when he played at all.
No, I mean, do you think the value currently for Ja Morant is because of the firearm situation, maybe the mental aspect of Ja, or his like actual physical game on the floor?
I think it's the mental aspect and the actual game of basketball. I don't know how GMs would feel about the firearm incidents, but if I was a GM and I was trading for Ja, the things that I would think about is his mental standpoint and his actual performance on the basketball court.
It's a guy that's game is predicated off athleticism, and usually when we see a guy like a Ja Morant or John Wall, even a guy whose game is, or Derrick Rose, someone whose game is built on jumping high and being more athletic than everybody else, that doesn't age very well. Whereas a guy like Steph, whose game is built on shooting, that can age gracefully. But I'm looking at this Portland team. Are they really going to start Denny Advia, Dame Lillard, and Ja Morant? Like that team could be interesting. No.
Yeah, it could be, but it's really, really jam-packed with guards.
It is. They're going to have to make a move. Potentially Drew Holiday or Scoot Henderson being on the move. Going to be very interesting. We're going to be here to find out together. Braden, thanks for following and calling in. Question of the day today. Have you broken a bone?
No, actually. I've played basketball for around 8 years.
What's the worst injury that you've had?
The worst injury that I've had?
Yeah. Broken heart?
Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's probably the worst. That or like a sprained ankle, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I haven't had
broken
any
heart.
close injuries.
Well, we are praying for no more the rest of your life. Braden, unbelievable stuff. God bless. We'll talk soon, bro.
God bless, man.
Phone lines are open. My brother Oreo the Cat is on it. What up, Oreo the Cat?
What's good?
Brother, Ja Morant going to Portland. Is that team going to be better than they were this year?
They're going to be like one more seed out. They're going to be like a 6 seed. They're not a play-in team anymore. No.
Okay.
I did notice something that's kind of crazy. The person in the top 3, the person with the best career in the top 3 of the 2019 draft has been RJ Barrett.
Oh, from that 2019 draft, that's the John Morant draft and the who went one?
Zion.
The best player from that draft being R.J. Barrett is absolutely crazy. I mean, they're going to have to trade one of these guards, right? Do you think it's going to be Drew Holiday on the way out or maybe even Scoot Henderson?
It's going to be Drew because he doesn't want to be there anyways. He literally, when he got traded from the Bucks to the Trailblazers, he literally told them that he didn't want to be there. So then they traded him to the Celtics. They won the chip and then traded him back to the Trailblazers. And he does not want to be in Portland. If he's not traded by the end of the offseason, he's going to ask out.
Yeah, and he's like 100 years old, so it's not the best situation. But they got rid of Jeremy Grant, which is one of the guards. But they like Scoot Henderson was a guy that we watched in the playoffs, and you and I talked about Scoot a lot. We really liked his game. I feel like this kind of nukes his ability to grow as a player.
Yeah, I think for Scoot's career, it would be good to move off of him. But I think for the Trailblazers, they kind of need that depth. I think Scoot, for the next couple of years, he's going to have like that Case and Wallace role on the Thunder. Like he's going to be coming off the bench, high scoring.
Yeah.
Good defense. He has decent defense from what I saw from him in that Spurs series. But yeah, he's gonna acquire more of that like Case and Wallace, like Dylan Harper this year role.
Yeah.
Like that off the bench guard, high scorer.
I like the take. I think that could be a great option for him. I'm speechless when I think about this Portland team and what they're doing. But realistically, the most interesting part of this is that John Morant went for 0 first-round picks and Desmond Bane went for 4. Like that's crazy talk, bro.
I don't think it is though, because we have never. Again, you said it earlier. We've never seen an athlete, a player with their career purely based on their athleticism and jumping high turn out to be like a multiple-time MVP. Like even like Paul George. I mean, I think he has been once or twice MVP. I don't know. I don't know Paul George like that, but he's completely derailed. Like he was a great player on the Pacers and the Thunder and kind of the Clippers, but his whole thing was that he was tall and athletic, and now he's not athletic. Same with Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine. Yeah.
I mean, Armpits Flavors, good name, brings up Vince Carter, who's a very rare expectation, and of course, like expectation and exception. And then LeBron James as well is an exception to that, but interesting stuff. Oreo, speaking of LeBron James, him teaming up with Steph Curry in Golden State with San Antonio, do you think those rumors are any true at all, or is it just a facade?
In Golden State, I think him going to Golden State isn't that big of a stretch. I think because it's been rumored for a couple years now. I think the AD part is a little strange. That's coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, randomly they just threw AD in the whole thing, which is just very interesting. But it would be very, very funny to watch them play together. Oreo, unbelievable stuff before you go. Question of the day: have you ever broken a bone?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out about the thing tomorrow, but you know.
True.
Yeah. Worst I've ever had is probably I killed my wrist. I think I talked about it when I did it on here.
I remember that. Yeah.
I killed my wrist. I was playing football.
Yeah.
It was I was the QB. I handed it off. They pitched it forward. Like not pitched it like. We did new Q. It was like a trick play, and then they threw it to me, and then some high schooler came out of nowhere and decked me. But, you know.
That's a wild one, brother. All the high schoolers are always going after it just like that. Oreo, unbelievable stuff, brother. We're going to keep it rolling. Thanks for calling. We'll talk soon.
Yep.
Peace. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, my name's Terrence. I'm calling from Virginia.
Terrence from Virginia. Unbelievable stuff. Have you been on the show before, brother?
No, first time.
Unbelievable. The only rule is to keep it clean because I get in trouble. But Terrence from Virginia, what did you want to talk about today?
I think I see your background is of Steph Curry, and you're talking about the Warriors.
Yeah, we were talking about the Warriors are well, obviously Draymond Green opted out of his player option, so now he's essentially a free agency, which means they've kind of cleared up some space to sign LeBron James, and there's some word about AD potentially being a target in trade discussions to Golden State and building out a very old roster. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm assuming Jimmy Butler would have to leave if both of them came, right?
In order to make the contract work for Anthony Davis, yes, it seems like Jimmy Butler would have to leave, and they just re-signed Kristaps Porzingis to a $40 million contract. So I don't know if the AD thing is happening anymore, but
Okay, all right, cool. I guess my question is, if let's say it's you say you have Kristaps at center, you have who at power forward?
Draymond at the 4.
Draymond?
Let's say they re-signed. Yeah.
Okay, and then you'd have Steph at point. You have LeBron at small forward.
Yeah.
Who's shooting guard? Pods?
Pods or Moody, maybe.
All right. Shooting guard. Besides the shooting guard, is that not like one of the best starting fours? Even at their age?
I honestly think it is. I mean, Steph Curry carries a lot of weight on that team. Kristaps is solid inside when he's healthy. LeBron was great last year. Draymond's still the force. Like, it low-key is like a pretty good team, bro.
I mean, the bench is trash. I'm not going to say that, obviously, but I don't know another team. Even the Thunder and the Spurs, I don't think their starting 5 would be better than that, or starting 4. I'm sorry.
Terrence, CJ in the chat has a great take. To fill in that last shooting guard spot, why not go get Russell Westbrook?
I'd definitely take Russ right now. I'm not a fan of Russ because of his bonehead, but I think if you put Russ with those players, I would run with that.
Bro, it'd be a very interesting team, probably the most interesting. The question is, though, would it be good enough to get out of the West, given what the Spurs have created and OKC has?
Yes, sir. If you can get them to the playoffs, I don't see anybody. Because let's put it like this. If they make it to the playoffs, that meant that they had a successful season, right? The regular season, they had a regular successful season. And nobody is expecting that because, yes, they're great, but their age and them having – unless they fill that bench out, if they put some decent players on that bench, I think they can go far in the playoffs. But I see eventually they probably will burn out by, like, the second round because they would play such heavy minutes. And, LeBron, he was already on, he was on a minutes restriction, I would say, during the regular season. So I don't think LeBron would be able to play as consistent as Steph would want him to. But Steph can carry the team. Steph can carry the team for a couple games, and LeBron can come back. They can alternate. That's the value of having all those great players on the team because when one is out, one can carry the game for a couple games and let LeBron sit out for a couple games. Steph can sit out while LeBron carries. They can eat off of each other. Yeah. But I think they would just have to get that bench situation filled out. But I appreciate the call, and great show, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Terrence. God bless, brother. We'll talk soon.
Yep, you too.
My guy Terrence calling into the show from Virginia. First-time caller getting after it. What's up, George? What's up, Swaggy? Yes, I still haven't processed the John Morant trade as a Grizzlies fan. Swaggy is one of our resident Grizzlies fans along with Bryce. We don't know what to make of it. From the Grizzlies' perspective, I just can't stop thinking about that starting 5 of Dillon Brooks, Triple J, Desmond Bane, John Morant, and Steven Adams. Like, that team rocked. And now you have Cam Boozer. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name are you calling in from?
Nico, New York.
Nico from New York. Unbelievable stuff, brother. How are you doing on this beautiful summer Monday?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you doing any chores around the house, or are you getting in trouble for anything? Are you going to VBS? What's the plan for the summer?
A lot of football.
I absolutely love that, brother. It's America's true game. It's the real football. You're calling into the show today. What did you want to talk about, Nico?
The John Morant trade.
Hit me with it from the perspective of the Portland Trailblazers. Does this make them a better team than they were last year?
In my opinion, no. They have way too many guards. They need some defense if they want to be successful, like get to the playoffs, maybe win a championship. I don't think John Morant's going to help too much with that.
What about, they're going to bring back Damian Lillard, so they have Damian Lillard, Denny Advia, and John Morant. All of those guys kind of play a similar style, though. Do you think there's going to be too many mouths for them to feed up there? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many mouths. Nico, unbelievable stuff. Where were you when the Knicks won the championship, brother?
I was in the city. I was seeing everybody going crazy. They were all screaming.
Bro, unbelievable. What an experience, dude. That's so cool. I'm so glad that you got to experience that and live that. Proud of you for playing football this summer. Nico, before you go, today's question of the day, have you ever broken a bone before?
A lot.
A lot. Can you give us your most horrific injury?
My worst was during football.
Okay.
I was running. This guy ran into me. I fell back. My leg snapped. I broke my knee, and I tore my ACL.
That sounds truly horrific. Down for the count, but not out. Nico, unbelievable. God bless. Thanks for following. We'll talk soon, bro.
All right, have a good day.
Peace. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
How you doing? I'm Josh. I'm out here in California.
Josh from California. I'm in Orange County. What part of California you in, bro?
I'm in Walnut Creek.
Unbelievable, brother. Josh, you're calling into today's TBWZ. What did you want to talk about today?
I was hoping to talk about the Morant trade and what I think that they're going to do going forward for Portland.
So what Portland is going to do going forward? Hit me with it.
Yeah, so they're going to package Drew Holiday, Sharp, Klingon, and their Milwaukee's 28th first-round pick to the Celtics for Jaylen Brown to have a starting five of Dame, Ja, Brown, Denny, and Robert Williams if they re-sign him, which I think puts them at the top 5-6 team in the West.
So we are officially out of play-in territory with the Blazers if they make that move. But if they just keep things as they are, where is this team?
I don't think it's possible to keep things where they are with 6 potential starting point guards, shooting guards on their team.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think that they have a long-term future right now. But I think what they're doing here is going to package this up with Milwaukee's first-round pick, which is getting even more valuable after the Giannis trade, right, to then make a bigger move to get a viable wing. Yeah,
and did you trade Scoot Henderson in that deal, or did you keep Scoot?
I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine that.
Oh, I think we lost Josh. He's under an overpass right now.
Sharp, but that's where I see the direction of Portland going, and I think that this was the right move to get some assets to make a splash in the ever so difficult West.
What would be a better reality TV show? Would it be Jaylen Brown and Ja Morant on the Blazers, or LaMelo and Anthony Edwards on the Wolves?
That's a good one. I think it is no question Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I cannot wait for it. Brother, Josh, before you go, today's question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
No bones broken for me. I'm hoping to keep that streak going.
Let's do it. We'll be praying for Josh in the chat. Brother, thanks for calling. Thanks for following. We'll talk soon, brother.
Have a good one.
Peace. It's my guy Josh calling in from an overpass in Walnut Creek. Does Scoot have more value than Ja Morant currently? Wow, that's a great take, bro. Who is that? You're hidden. Z. Bro, does Scoot have more value right now than Ja Morant? I think Scoot would go for a pick. Ja Morant clearly went for Jeremy Grant. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. They ended. Guys, I am, how many? 15? I'm 7 followers away from 3,000 followers on TikTok. If you guys could follow me, that'd be cool. If not, whatever. I don't care. Ja and Sharp are the same player, just Sharp is 3 inches taller. Don't need to add Klingon in that deal. Yeah, that's the hard part about what Josh just called in with. I liked the take of the idea of trading for Jaylen Brown, but getting rid of Donovan Klingon, I like that guy. I think in the West, the most important thing you could possibly need is not like a scoring guard, but it's a guy to slow down Victor Wembanyama. Yo, guys, thank you for the follows. Unbelievable. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Still can't hear you. Matt G, Ryan, Kenchi Boy, Kiyoe. Unbelievable, bro. We're so close. someone just called in with a block number. I don't answer block numbers, but if you guys want to unblock your number and call into the show, the number is 213-352-5216. We're talking about John Morant getting traded to Portland. Also hearing a lot of buzz about Kawhi Leonard going over back to Toronto. That's an organization that he knows well. Masai is not there anymore. Masai is in Dallas, so there is kind of a little bit of buzz about Kawhi going to Dallas. But clearly Steve Ballmer and the Clippers have realized we don't have a good enough roster to compete in the Western Conference. That is a fantastic. If you're a Clippers fan, you are stoked that they realize that, because you've already done the thing. You've moved James Harden. You've moved Zubac and turned him into Keaton Wagler. You can now move on from Kawhi, save a bunch of money, reset and retool, and try to compete in a couple of years. There's nothing wrong with that. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Brennan. I'm calling from Florida. I have a
Brennan from Florida.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. What part of Florida, real quick?
Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie, what's West Coast?
East Coast. It's near, it's like an hour away from West Palm.
Okay, brother. Unbelievable area, unbelievable state. Are you excited to see your house in GTA 6?
I don't think it is in GTA 6, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Party pooper alert. Brendan, you're on the show. You are live. What did you want to talk about today on TBWZ?
I think the Miami Heat are going to win the finals in 2 years and not this upcoming year.
Okay, I like it, Brendan. We're back to the Giannis Antetokounmpo, over to the Heat talk. A lot of people are saying you do not have enough to build the roster for this season. Is that where your brain is going, of saying not this year, but next year?
Yeah, that's why, because we re-signed Wiggins, and we're paying him $30 million this year, but he's going getting $17 over the next 2 years. And when you look at when we got Shaq, it wasn't the year that we got him, but the year after, we won a championship. When we got Braun, we didn't win the championship the year we got him. We won it the year after we got him. It's been like that every time we got a star. So
it seems like that is the pattern that's forming. The interesting part, too, is that year two, Bam Adebayo basically has 3 years. So you have like a 3-year window, essentially, I think, to win. And going next year is probably a good take. But it looks like they're going to have to move on from Norman Powell. Are you going to be missing that guy in this lineup this year?
I'm missing scoring, but I don't know. That guy was the worst defender I've ever seen.
Yeah, not great. Shrey is in the chat saying, people forget how dominant Giannis is. Imagine playing with a bunch of nobodies and then Mr. 83. You say they're not going to win the championship this year, but how far do you have this team going in the East this year?
Probably to the second round or the conference finals. I just don't think we have enough depth, especially late in the season, to win a championship.
I feel like the biggest win for this team would be to knock out New York in the playoffs next year.
I agree with that.
That'd be awesome. Brennan from Florida, unbelievable stuff, brother. Before you go, the question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah, I broke my right arm.
Broke his right arm. What were you doing?
I was on a trampoline, and it was me and 3 other people, and I just fell off of it.
Oh, brother. What a horrible, horrible situation. Brendan, thank you for calling. God bless. We'll talk soon, bro.
All right. See ya.
Peace. My guy Brendan from Florida dropping in with us. Campy with the follow on TikTok. I'm officially 1 follow away from 3,000 followers. Although some of you probably just unfollowed to be like, hey, look, now he's not going to hit it. We're taking calls for the next hour plus. If you guys want to call into the show, 213-352-5216. If you want to jump the line, follow on Twitch. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, this is Marcus from Orlando.
Marcus from Orlando, unbelievable. And for the fellas who just hit follow, thank you guys. We just hit 3,000 followers, Marcus.
Let's go.
It took me only 8 months. Marcus, you're calling in on today's show. What do you have for the people today, brother?
I got 3 questions.
Hit me.
First question, Myles Garrett to the Rams, right? What is their floor this year?
Injuries off. Their floor is probably the NFC Championship game. They went there last year and they improved. So I'm like, that's probably the worst this team could do if they're fully healthy. But if Matt Stafford goes down with some back injury and they're running out Stetson Bennett, that team's not going to be very good.
Yeah. I'm really high on them this year. I think they're going to the bowl. Second question.
Who do you have coming out of the AFC?
Ooh. That's a good question. Patriots are not repeating. I don't care. They're not.
No, the answer is you were correct the first time. It is the Los Angeles Chargers. All right, Marcus, what's question 2?
I'm not big on NBA, but my favorite player, John Morant, just got traded. I want your opinion on that.
He just moved over to Portland. I cannot think of a less Portland, Oregon guy than John Morant. You know, Memphis is a certain place in America where there are a lot of people that like to watch basketball and listen to rap music, if that makes any sense at all. Portland is a very, very different environment. I think that Portland team was good last year. I think they're bringing back Dame Lillard. I think they're adding in John Morant. I think they got better. So I think they've improved, but what's realistically maybe a 6 or a 5 seed in the West? That's what I think for the Trailblazers. What's question 3, Marcus?
Do the Seahawks stay on the same level as they were last year?
It's so hard to repeat, bro. I think with the loss of Clint Kubiak, losing their offensive coordinator, I think the offense will slip slightly. I think JSN is still going to be very, very good. I think Sam Darnold will still be good. The defense is still going to be great.
McDonald defense, though.
I know. That defense is still going to be good, bro. They're still going to be very, very good. One of the reasons they were great last year, though, is because although they stopped you, they also were able to score on you every single time, and I think we might see some struggles. I don't think they repeat because of how good the Rams are, but I think they are very, very good. Marcus, unbelievable call, brother. Before you go, question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
No, I have not, and knock on wood.
We're knocking on bones today, brother. Marcus, God bless, bro. Thanks for following and calling. We'll talk soon. My guy Marcus, unbelievable stuff. You better add Bronny to that picture. We want Bronny going over. You want to hear something funny? I don't think the Lakers are going to move on from Bronny. If LeBron goes and signs elsewhere, Just Pop, that's you who called in? If Just, thank you for the follow. If LeBron goes and leaves LA, I don't think the Lakers are going to want to trade Bronny away. What is Bronny's value right now? A second-round pick? Of course I talk college football. We do college football Fridays, but I'll do it today too. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Is this my guy, Just Pop? Still nothing, Pop. Jailblazers 2.0. Everyone's talking about the Jailblazers, and I absolutely love it. Just Pop, still can't hear you. LeBron held them hostage with Bronny, and now LeBron's going to walk away, and then he's going to be like, I'm taking my son with me. And they're like, nah, we're keeping him. Yeah, we're going to build around Bronny. Okay, well, listen. All right, I'm going to say something. I know I'm a Lakers fan. I know I'm biased, and I know I'm stupid, and I know I'm an idiot. Jose Alvarado is like a half-decent basketball player. You know, he was good enough to be on a championship team. Is Jose Alvarado that much better than Bronny? Does Jose Alvarado build around Bronny? What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from? He hung up. Is Jose Alvarado that much better than Bronny? You know? Right now, where they're presently standing, is Bronny better than Keaton Wagler? I'm not high on that kid. If you traded Bronny and a second-round pick for a guy like Chris Middleton, who wins that trade? What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm Nolan. I'm from Arizona. I've been on here before.
Unbelievable. He's been on before. He knows the rules. Nolan, you're calling in. What did you want to talk about today?
Okay, so I saw John Morant trade. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's still on there because it doesn't let me see it live at the same time.
Yeah,
but,
we're talking John.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, kind of last time, too, with trades.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what they've done, like, so far since. But I felt like if they had traded Giannis to the Wolves, like, earlier, I feel like that could have been, like, a lot better. Like that would have been much better than him going to the Heat. Because, like, you know, the Heat practically traded.
For the Bucks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna be that good with the Heat. Like, Giannis is a great player, don't get me wrong, but like the Heat basically got rid of they got rid of Tyler Hero, they got rid of
Hero and Kello Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Yakachonis, and then 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick, and then 2 pick swaps. So
yeah,
quite a lot.
Unless they make like another trade in the future, I don't think it would be like I don't know. I feel like Giannis would just be that, like, another star player like he was for the Bucks, but this time I don't think they have any other, like small, like, point guards.
Yeah.
Or shooting.
They don't have much of a team around those two. Now, those two are very, very good, and the defense is going to be fantastic. They're going to be a tough team to score on. For me, it does feel like a team that can kind of get figured out, though, in the playoffs. A lot of people are forgetting about how good of a coach Eric Spoelstra is. Like, you'd be surprised that they win the finals, but would you be surprised that they make the finals?
Probably not. No, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's one of those weird situations where, like, I'd be shocked if they won it, but if they got there, I'm like, meh, you know what, maybe. It's a very interesting time right now in the NBA, Nolan. John Morant is up in Portland, as you said. There's also word about Kawhi Leonard potentially going back to Toronto. If Toronto stays the way it is right now with Mahmoud Kavashvili and RJ Barrett, and, of course, Scotty Barnes, and add Kawhi, is that a team that could compete in the East?
It depends. I mean, Kawhi, I don't know how old he is, but I think he's, in his 30s or like
late
30s? Late 30s. Honestly, if they had done that maybe a little bit earlier, towards like when he was a little bit earlier, maybe like 2024, I feel like that could have been better, but now he's kind of getting old, and I feel like he might be injury prone. I don't know why. I just get that feeling. Yeah. But if injuries were not in the conversation and everything else going great, I think that they could definitely be up there in the playoffs as a competing team. About with the injuries and everything, but I mean RJ Barrett, we saw that shot.
Yeah.
Game 7.
Scotty Barnes is a good player. Mahmoud Kavashvili is good. Colin Murray-Boyles. It'd be a very fun team. Nolan, thank you for following and calling in, brother. Before you go, question of the day: have you ever broken a bone?
I don't think so, no.
What's your most horrific injury?
Terrific injury.
Any lacerations? Have you ever gotten stitches? Cracked your head open? Broken heart?
Nah, nothing like that. I mean, I do have, like, hip pain. It gets in the way of but I can tell you about my older brother actually has really bad back pain because we were on the swings when we were little. And he swung and landed a certain way, and he was like hanging in the air, or like he jumped. He like landed on the ground head first, and we were playing in sand, so his head got, and he was just like hanging like that, screaming. So his back.
My gosh!
Yeah,
bro, that sounds absolutely horrible. Thank you for giving us your brother's dirty news. I love it. Yeah. Nolan, calling in the show. Love it, brother. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
No problem. See you.
Peace. Wow. I mean, bro landed like a shrimp. Still has back pain to this day. I feel like there's some HIPAA laws involved with talking about your brother's most horrific injury and the fact he still has back pain, like live on TikTok in front of 35 people. Maybe there are laws against that. Maybe not. All I know is we're absolutely rolling with the phone calls. Like, I'm live right now with my brother Will from New York. What is up, Willie?
What's up, bro?
Bro, how is the World Cup?
Unbelievable. So fun.
Is it the coolest sporting event that you've ever been to?
Better than the World Series game 4, just the best event of my entire life.
Well, that is so awesome. We're so happy for you, brother. We're on live right now talking a lot of NBA stuff, a lot of the world news from around the world of sports. What did you want to talk about today?
Just covenants. Did you see the Paraguay versus Germany game? That's insane that Germany got knocked out this early.
Germany is officially out of the World Cup. Yes, they are. That game was unbelievable. We had the early goal from Paraguay.
It went to PKs.
I know. I was watching it live on the show. It was an early goal from Paraguay. Germany got the equalizer, and then, of course, it was a draw all the way through extra time. The shootout was unbelievable. Paraguay's moving on. Could you explain this upset in, like, NBA terms for us?
It's actually, my brother would be the perfect one for that. Like, he knows way more about NBA than I.
What do you know about more than him? You've just re-asked my question for you back to me. I mean, what a brilliant mind that we have. I think where I would go would be like, this would be almost like the Portland Trailblazers beating the Spurs in round 1 of the playoffs. That literally happened this year. Will, I thought you watched ball.
I didn't pay attention that much. I'm sorry.
It's totally
it's only when the Knicks are doing well.
You were at the World Cup game. Let's start talking about what I want to talk about, okay?
Fine.
USA plays Bosnia-Herzegovina on Wednesday. How are you feeling about that game? Because I'm incredibly nervous.
I hope we win, because then my dad's going to meet up with his cousin in Seattle and going to watch the round of 16 if they win.
You want us to win so your dad can go see his cousin?
No, I want us. I mean, I just think we'll have a better shot against them. I don't feel like also Bosnia versus Herzegovina, they're just not as good of a team, and also like we're ranked higher. I mean, I think we'll do fine.
Okay, so you now think we're just going to do fine. Will, this is your country, brother. This is country pride. This is a sport that we're not meant to win in, and we have an opportunity to win our first knockout game ever, and you think we're going to do fine. I need better than that, brother, because I'm nervous and scared.
We'll be up. We will win. Everything will be fine. We're going to move on. We'll move on to round of 16. Everything will be fine.
I hear panic in your voice, Will. I'm starting to freak out about the game.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
Wait, I want to tell. Was it funny when I put in the Discord? You were like, "Oh, I thought he wasn't actually going to the games." That was so funny.
Hey, we're going to talk about what I want to talk about on this show, and I don't want to talk about what you sent to the Discord last week, okay?
What else? Yeah, so...
Will, unbelievable, brother. I'm so glad you got to go to the game. Thank you for sending the pictures. Will is a part of our Discord. Shut up! Will is a part of our Discord, and we're always having a good time hanging out, talking ball in there. So if you want to join the Discord, we can send you the link.
Croatia versus Ghana, and
did I tell you to start talking?
Thank you. I have the floor now.
All right, go.
Yeah, so we 2-1 versus Croatia versus Ghana. It was a really fun game. The Croatian fans are really fun. So it was a good match overall.
All right, anything else?
I hate Trae Young.
Will, unbelievable, brother. God bless. We'll talk soon.
God bless.
Peace. Oh, my gosh. What an unbelievable appearance from my friend Will. Fellas, I just love, if you want to join the show and like start coming up with a bit or a character or an idea, I absolutely love that kind of stuff. Will's character is that he calls in and he bugs me. And my friend JD on the phone line right now, my friend JD's character on this show is also someone who comes in on the show and just bugs me. So JD, what do you want?
Howdy, how we doing?
Always starting with a nice firm howdy from my friend JD. Brother, we are
from the best state in America, Texas.
Okay. Well, Texas is okay, but it's very flat, and the women are not nearly as nice.
No, we literally have 5 different regions. No, it's flat.
You mean biomes? Are you talking biomes?
No one cares. You have forest fires. I don't want to hear it.
All right, yeah, we have fires and earthquakes and stuff. You guys just have, fat people. JD, you're calling into the show. What do you have for the people today? What do you?
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to get you banned, so I'm not going to go there.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm just saying, don't worry about United States.
Yeah. I'm scared, bro, because we've never had expectations. Every single time that we've played in a soccer game in the World Cup, it's always like, oh, cool, look, there's our colors. Oh, we lost. It's okay. Who cares? We're not good. Now we have expectations, which means we can now be nervous.
No. Here's the thing. It's like the World Cup, not the World Cup. It's like the Olympics all over again, where we were worried about the United States, right? against Canada and these teams, and look what happened.
Wait, in basketball?
No, in hockey. In hockey, we were worried about the United States going against Canada and Sweden and stuff. We were worried.
I wasn't worried.
We were worried.
I wasn't worried at all.
Okay, well, real ball knowers were worried against Canada.
It's called real puck knowers, but go on.
You know what? All right.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Coming from a fake Dallas Stars fan. Yeah.
Okay. Brother, the game on Wednesday is going to be the biggest game in U.S. soccer history. Am I wrong?
I think the round of 16 will, because we've never been past the round of 16. Or no, we have, just not in recent history.
And this is going to be the round of 32, so we're hoping to get to the round of 16. Yeah. I'm absolutely stoked on it. We will be live on TBWZ, kind of doing a watch-along for the game. That's going to be very fun. JD, the idea of LeBron joining Steph Curry and Kristaps Porzingis and Jimmy Butler in Golden State, how do you feel about that situation?
I mean, I think it'd be cool, yes, but will it work out? I don't know, because they're all old. It's like, hold on, the example I'm going to use is the Nets when they got, what was it, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and all them.
Yeah.
When they thought they were going to be super good, and then they were all horrible in the Nets.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was the Nets.
Like could be
one had. Yeah. I hear you.
They're just all old. And Anthony Davis, I mean, he's not old, but he's just injury prone.
They're old and injury prone, and they're slow, but it'd be very, very fun to watch. What would be more entertaining, the reality show around the Golden State Unks or the reality show of LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards?
I don't really like LaMelo Ball, so for me, entertaining-wise, it would be the Unks, but wild way, like in a wild way, it would definitely be LaMelo and Ant.
It'd be so much fun. We're so excited for this season. JD, unbelievable, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day: have you ever broken a bone?
I fractured my hip.
What were you doing to fracture your hip?
So I went for a fumble. So like my running back fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
And then so I got the ball. Then my legs were underneath me, and so the dog pile happened on me, and I went completely back, like on my legs, and my right hip popped.
Bro, that sounds absolutely horrible. Question though, as a football
player, counts as a broken thing. I just fractured.
It counts more than people who have never done anything to harm their bodies. Right?
Yes, I've also hyperextended my knee.
That's interesting. I think the fractured hip is far more interesting to me, and it is now of the ranking of the injuries that I've heard today, you are now the third most injured. So congratulations, brother. You got hurt.
What was the first one?
I forgot. But JD, unbelievable stuff, brother.
Good system. Yeah, that's great.
You expect me to remember everything that happens on the show from every caller?
This is your show. You should have a list.
I literally have written down on this piece of paper, all I wrote right here was bones. And I forgot to write down any of the first two, so I didn't write anything down. But yeah, this is my notes for today is just bones.
So you JD, go for Netherlands or Morocco?
Tonight, I'm going to be rocking Morocco tonight. I don't know why. Something about the Netherlands.
Why? What? No.
What? Why Netherlands? Why the Dutch?
Are crazy. Bro, have you seen their fans?
I've seen the ladies.
Oh, you're just going strictly off the ladies?
I've seen the Dutch ladies. Moroccan women, though. Moroccan women are rocking.
Yes, but, fans are so much... But, no, bro.
What team is more likely to win?
Netherlands.
Then I'm going to go with... I want Morocco to win. I'm a big underdog guy. That's the kind of guy I roll. Final score prediction for Wednesday's game, America versus Bosnia-Herzegovina.
4-0 or 4-1?
4-0 is the best score I could ever think of. JD, unbelievable stuff, brother. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Face Aaron's, what up, dog? He said, what do you think the Warriors are going to do? Brother, the Warriors are going to try to win one more with Steph Curry. They're going to try their absolute hardest. Are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to put pieces around Steph to get that done? If the pieces are LeBron James, I don't know how much that takes them over the top. Kristaps Porzingis has some rare disease. I don't think he's going to be the most healthy guy. I'm very confused right now, but they're going to try their hardest to win one for Steph. And if that means LeBron and AD, I mean, that's what they'll do. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
What is going on, Zach? This is Alan calling from Oakland.
Alan from Oakland, California. I like Oakland, brother. It gets a bad rap. It's a good city. A lot of pride there. How do you feel about the Oakland Athletics, dog?
The Athletics, I last went to one of the games maybe it was about 2 years ago, just before they went up to Sacramento.
Yeah.
And I had a good time, and despite how dead the stadium was, and that looming feeling of the team's leaving the city, I had a good time. And so I was very sad because I used to go to games as a kid as well.
What a tough situation. I'm sorry you're losing them, but brother, you're calling in to today's show. What did you want to talk about today?
Well, right now, currently out of breath in between sets, but I
Bro's watching from the gym.
Yes, sir. Getting me through my workout.
Absolutely love it, dog.
I want to talk a little bit on the Warriors, and I kind of want to talk about the Hornets too. But
really interesting one. Can we start with the Hornets because they traded away Miles Bridges? They obviously traded away LaMelo. It seems clear that they're trying to build a team around Con Knippel, Brandon Miller. They added a couple of role players and some picks down the road. Is there a chance that maybe 6 years down the road, 7 years down the road, we might be looking at them as like the OKC of the East?
Well, I hope it happens a lot sooner because it just feels like, man, it's been, a decade where at least me personally, I've been expecting something from the franchise.
Are you a Hornets fan?
Exciting. Not exactly, but I'm rooting for them to not be horrible.
Yeah.
I felt like, season despite how good they were, it's still mediocre. Not even to crack the playoffs. Last time they did was 2015, I believe, 2016.
Yeah.
Maybe even further back. But I'm intrigued by the players they're getting back from these trades. Re-signing Kobe White. They have some players coming from winning situations, and so hopefully, that turns the culture around and makes them somewhat interesting.
They'll be a well-rounded team. I think right now what everyone learned from New York and what people have seen from OKC over the past couple of years is your bench and your depth matters so much in winning. And right now they've gone out and traded some top-line guys to kind of boost up their depth a little bit. They still have Cockbrenner and Moose at the 5. They now added in Royce O'Neal, who's a good player. They still have Con and they still have Brandon Miller and they have Kobe White. You mentioned him. They're building and Sexton. They have a decent squad, but realistically, I think it's going to take them a couple years to grow into something great. Because they got rid of LaMelo Ball, who's now going to Minnesota. Do you think that's going to work out? LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. That situation up in Minnesota is going to be very interesting this year.
They'll be very exciting. I'll be tuning into them for sure.
Yeah.
I think they're stealing this. I think they're at least the top 5 seed in the West. Right. Well, really thinking about it, you'll have to see to, opening day after all these signings and stuff. But,
we still got a lot of pieces still to move, like Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard. Do you think there's another trade coming up here, maybe today or tomorrow, that will be like a big blockbuster move
for Minnesota?
For specifically, do you think Jaylen Brown or Kawhi Leonard is going to get traded soon?
Well, me with some bias, I'd rather have Kawhi come up here instead of getting LeBron and AD. Although I really would like to have Anthony Davis instead of LeBron.
So you're a Warriors fan. You just signed Kristaps Porzingis. You're trying to make room potentially with the Draymond Green opting out. Is Jimmy Butler on the move? Does it feel like he's out?
I feel like they would have moved him a lot sooner if he wasn't injured. Well, obviously, injury changes everything. I just felt like they've been holding on to him just as far as a PR look. Kind of looks bad for trading a player after getting injured because then, free agents and other guys are looking like, whoa, if I get injured, are these guys going to take care of me if I sign there?
It's a good take.
And so, ideally, Kevin Durant swap, Jimmy goes back to Texas, rehab there, and we get Kevin back,
Would the Golden State fans like getting Kevin Durant back on that team?
I think there's still love for him here. Yeah, I don't think there's much ill will to him since then. Obviously when he left, it's probably left a bad taste for most people. But I think there's still a lot of love for him here, to where he'll be welcome back.
Alan, I absolutely love it, bro. I love that you're calling in. I love that we're your entertainment at the gym. Before you go,
sir.
I'm sure you've heard it. What's the answer for the question of the day? Have you broken a bone?
Yeah. No, but the closest thing I had was jumping to catch a pass while playing basketball, and I all my weight landed on my ankle, and thankfully nothing, no injury, nothing. I'm very lucky. Nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
But that was a very scary situation. Could have been really bad.
Could have been bad. We're glad it was not. Alan, God bless you. Thanks for following. Thanks for calling. We'll talk soon, bro.
Yes, sir. God bless, Zach.
Peace. You. My guy's getting a pump in listening to TBWZ. I'm just here. I'm the facilitator of the takes. You guys bring the heat on this show, and guys like him, guys like you who are calling in, making this thing happen. I'm so blessed to have you guys. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, what's up? Shy from New York.
Shy from New York. Before we get into any of the NBA news from around the sporting world today, can you paint the picture for me? Where were you when the Knicks won the NBA championship?
I was in the middle of the street partying. It was crazy. There was buses on fire.
Yeah.
The energy was wild in Manhattan.
Did you go to the parade?
I didn't. No, I had work.
You're a working man, truly astute. Shy, you are calling in on today's show. What did you have for the people today?
Just wanted to talk some NBA. I'm a LeBron guy. Even though the Knicks won, if it was Knicks versus LeBron, I'd root for LeBron.
I absolutely love that, dude. I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm a big LeBron guy right now.
I'm
the
just
odds
wondering
are
where he's gonna go.
We know what LeBron wants, and he's Brian Windhorst was pretty active today, saying he's going to choose happiness over money. And what makes LeBron happy? Being around his family and winning rings. And so, but it doesn't feel like the being around his family thing means staying in LA, and it doesn't feel like LA can win a ring this year. So if he really wants to win a ring this year, he's going to have to go somewhere else. And
I want him to get out of LA. I feel like he's not respected there. I mean, you're giving Reeves $46 million. Yes, I love Reeves, but when it matters most, the playoffs, LeBron was the only guy available, and he was the best player on the floor. And I don't want him to go back to Cleveland because I don't want to play with James Harden. So for me, it's probably Miami looks like the best choice.
Yeah.
And then I hate to say it, but maybe Golden State.
Shy, talking about LeBron, man, remember how rough people were to Kevin Durant when he joined Golden State? When he left in free agency from the Thunder and went to Golden State, people hated him. I feel like people would be terrible to LeBron if he goes to the Heat to play with Giannis and Bam.
Yeah, but I think the Warriors is more of a lose-lose situation. You go there and don't win anything, it looks bad, and if you win, it helps Steph more than it helps LeBron.
Yeah, and I feel like he probably has a home in Miami, so can kind of make that move rather naturally over to Miami. People are struggling
in the end,
with
he's just going to stay on the Lakers, though, unfortunately.
Do you think, listen, it's a 41-year-old LeBron or 42-year-old LeBron. I watched him play every game this year. I watched him play all the games that he played because I'm a Laker fan. That's my squad. It feels like a guy that can play at least another 2 or 3 seasons. Am I wrong there?
100%, yeah.
So if you go to a team like Miami this year, it's like, all right, they might be okay, but next year when they could build around, they might be really good. But between you and I, why doesn't he just take a year off and then come back to a team next year?
He won't. He's not Michael Jordan. He's not going to go do that. In my opinion, he's playing 25 years minimum, and if he goes to the Warriors, then he's definitely playing 25 because he's not going to retire there. So I think going to the Warriors is interesting because it guarantees you get more LeBron.
25 years minimum is a very solid take. I really like that one. My thing is we need to force LeBron James Jr., formerly known as Bronny, to have a child with a woman so that next season LeBron could be the first ever grandpa to play in the NBA.
That'd be sick. Yeah, I think it's coming soon. He's with the Snow Bunny right now, so maybe.
Yeah, it is coming soon, and so will Bronny.
And then the next dominoes is Kawhi. I think it's going to happen tonight or tomorrow to the Raptors, or the Mavs might come in out of nowhere. And then the Ja trade, I think people are sleeping on it. I think the Blazers made a good move.
It's a team that last year I said when they get Dame back, I think they're going to be a much better team and could potentially be a higher seed and miss the play-in entirely and go just straight to a playoff team. They're not only just adding Dame back to this team, they're also adding in Ja Morant. I just think the weird part is going to be who handles the ball. Is it going to be Denny, or is it going to be Dame, or is it going to be Ja?
Yeah, they have too many guards. That's the problem. And then the Warriors, I think, messed up today by paying Porzingis to like $20 million a year.
He has a rare genetic disease.
Yeah, and it like prohibits apparently them giving LeBron the MLE.
I would rather have a guy coming off an ACL injury than a rare genetic disease. Something about that just sounds wrong. And he's European, so he's soft. It's like
they need to get Jimmy out of there, though. He's making $58 million. I like Jimmy, but they need to make a move off him.
Yeah, free Jimmy buckets. Bring him back to the Heat so he can lead them to another title and lose.
Welcome to Washington, Jimmy. I think it's going to be AD.
Shout out to the president. He wants Jimmy Butler very bad. He's going to start tweeting about it on Truth Social. Brother, Shay, unbelievable stuff, dog. Thanks for calling. God bless. Before you go, question of the day. Have you ever broken a bone?
I have. I've broken my ankle twice, and I've broken my finger, my ring finger, bowling.
You broke a finger bowling?
Like, imagine when you're picking up the bowling ball and it smashes your finger.
Oh, my gosh.
In the machine.
On the ball return machine?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say your finger got stuck in the ball.
The ankles suck more. You got to wear a boot for a couple months. The ankles are worse.
Was it the same ankle twice?
Yeah, same right ankle.
Got to get that thing fixed, bro. Got to spat every day. Just walking to work. You're going to just spat with your
soda today?
Worries. Oh, today I'm drinking Diet Coke, but you're talking about a past question of the day of like, what is the worst soda?
The better soda. Good job. Sprite is the worst one. That's all I'll say.
Diet Coke for life. Brother, unbelievable stuff. God bless. Thanks for following and calling. We'll talk soon.
Have a good one. Bye.
Peace. Got to let the ball come to you, brother. I've been talking about this a lot, and I posted a clip on it on Sunday. Yesterday, I posted a clip about where is LeBron going, and we just talked about it a little bit with my friend Shai. LeBron has said multiple times if he's going to play basketball this year, which the if thing is slowly just kind of fading away. I don't really believe in the if he's going to play the basketball. LeBron's going to play basketball this season. He's going to play in the NBA. Well, he could play in Europe. So let's sit there for a second. Let's talk about LeBron playing in Europe and not even playing in the NBA. You want to talk about real sports? You want to talk about like X's and O's and analytics and like this guy does this, that, and that's I'm a player that I think, and this is not that kind of show. This show is silly. This show is fun. This show talks about real sports like real men, and they listen to real people like you. That's why we have the phone number. I'm not putting LeBron playing in Europe out of the picture yet. Now, what are we saying now? LeBron is a founding investor in an NBA project that Adam Silver started this year called NBA Europe, okay? There are teams and leagues in Europe. There's a Spanish league and there's a Slovenian. There are leagues, right? The Paris League is whatever. Adam Silver is starting NBA Europe. He is starting a league that is going to be run and operated by the NBA in Europe, okay? So that's already happening. LeBron's agent, his name is Maverick Carter. He's the owner of Clutch Sports. Maverick Carter is an investor in NBA Europe. He's invested in one team. You know who else is invested in a team over there? LeBron James. What would be the best possible way for Mav Carter and LeBron to get a return on their investment of this league in Europe? Sorry, Mike. I think the best way would be for LeBron to play in that league. Wow. Huh. Quite interesting. LeBron goes and plays in Bosnia-Herzegovina or Blitzenbergenstein in French places and plays for that team. That league is instantly getting eyeballs and instantly elevates it as the best NBA or best professional basketball league outside of the NBA. If LeBron goes and does that. He can either do that or go and play for Detroit, dude. What do you want to do? You want to live in Lyon? You want to live on the south of France? You want to live on the Amalfi Coast? You want to go play basketball with a bunch of Euro steppers? LeBron hates the gather step rule. He's going to play in this new league with no gather step. or Bryce. It would be Bronny playing there if anything, or Bryce or Savannah. Yeah, Savannah James has just joined the I don't know, European city, the Manchester Manchurians. Hey yo. I mean, I'm sorry. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. When are we finding out if he comes to Golden State? The big thing about LeBron James right now is when he enters these free agency moments in his career in the past, there's typically a moment when he stops talking to his current team. LeBron right now is just golfing. That is all LeBron is doing. He's traveling around. He's driving in his car. He's not dyeing his beard. He's not fixing his hairline. He's not in Turkey getting plugs. He's just sitting around golfing. The whole LeBron James offseason has been on the links, just chilling, having a good time. According to sources close to the Lakers, he has not even talked to the Lakers since they revealed their plan to him. Their plan, essentially, was this 2026 offseason was the offseason for Luka Doncic. This was the first time the Lakers were like, we're going to build a team around Luka. They have about $50 million in cap space after signing Austin Reeves. They can either go and take that $50 million directly to LeBron, to the king, to GOAT, and say, hey, here's a $25 million contract, join our team. And he'll say, yeah, okay, cool, let's do it. Or they can go and take that $50 million and go to Walker Kessler and go to this guy and go to that guy and build a team. And then whatever is left over, they say, hey, LeBron, we have about $7 million left over. Is that good? Will you take that? And LeBron will either go yeah or no. Like a take it or leave it type situation. If the Lakers don't build a team that's ready to win a championship this season, LeBron's not signing any deal anytime soon. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Yo, it's Michael from Long Island.
Mike from Long Island. Unbelievable stuff, brother. You're calling in on today's show. What did you have for the people today, Mike?
I want to talk about the LeBron stuff. I heard that he's not going to the Warriors unless they trade for Anthony Davis. I don't know. I think they could definitely win a championship together. I mean, the whole 2010s was just LeBron versus Curry. Like, if they get put together, especially with Anthony Davis, if he doesn't get hurt. But I feel like it's always if he doesn't get hurt. I could just never rely on him.
The last time we watched Anthony Davis play a basketball season and not get hurt was in 2020 when the Lakers won the championship, and that was with LeBron James. So it sucks, but yeah, if the guy doesn't get hurt, it's a really good team. The question for me is, like, you already have Kristaps Porzingis there. Do you really need Anthony Davis in that lineup? If it is just LeBron and Steph and Draymond and Jimmy and Kristaps, is that team good enough to win the West?
Yeah, but another contender that I just took into mind today was the Portland Trailblazers. They're looking like they got Dame back. They have Scoot. They just got John Morant. I heard that they might try to get Jaylen Brown too. Like that. I mean, they're definitely looking to build something.
They are. I mean, the Jaylen Brown trade of it all would be an interesting aspect of it. But, they got John Morant, like you said. Bro, I feel like people forget just how good Damian Lillard actually is. Like, him coming back to this team is going to be huge.
He's not even that old either.
No, he's not. Unlike LeBron. I think LeBron, Curry, and Draymond and Jimmy, that'd be the oldest team of all time, though, bro. Like, I love the idea of them playing together just for us, like the entertainment value, but I don't even know if that team can survive an entire playoff run.
Yeah, but also I feel like that's the only old team that could have a chance to do it like that. Yeah.
I mean, you have two of the top 5 best players of all time. You talked about potentially making a trade for Jaylen Brown. If the Celtics say, we'll trade you Jaylen Brown straight up for Denny Advia, do the Portland Trailblazers do that?
I think Jaylen Brown's a much better player than however you say his last name, because I feel like Denny, he's more of like I feel like Jaylen Brown plays just like better basketball. Like Denny, the entire playoff run against who was it? I think the Spurs. They lost in the first round. Yeah, I feel like Denny was flopping the entire time. I didn't really enjoy watching like him. I think if it was Jaylen Brown, that would be such a more watchable team.
Yeah, American. Literally, it's just a European and an American. That is why you like Jaylen Brown much more.
Okay, well, not necessarily.
But he plays like the Star Spangled Banner. He plays like the red, white, and blue. And Denny Advia plays like the blue and the white.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
I think it'd be awesome. I'm excited to see what that team does. Brother, Michael from Long Island, before you go, dog, question of the day. Have you ever broken a bone?
I've never broken a bone.
Have you had a bad injury or illness in your life?
I mean, 2 years ago, I sprained both of my ankles in one summer.
Oh, was it at the same time? Like, how did you?
No, so I was in a basketball game. I was in a basketball game late June, and I sprained my left ankle, and then I came back in August. And the first game back, I sprained my other ankle. My mom didn't believe me until she saw my ankle. She thought I was just trying to get out of the game.
Bro.
But yeah,
is that her yelling at you right now?
What'd you say?
Is that her yelling at you right now?
Yeah, it is.
Brother, don't make her mad. Mike, thanks for calling. God bless, dog. We'll talk soon.
All right. Have a good one.
Peace. Bro, did you guys hear that in the background? Michael! That is so awesome. Juju W calling in on the show. Trading Jaylen Brown for Moses Moody. Moses. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Oh, my name is Jewel, and I am from Minnesota.
Jewel, like the device?
Yeah.
Jewel from Minnesota. You know what I'm going to ask you, brother? Your team made a huge move to go and get LaMelo Ball. How is that going to work with Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball, Jewel?
I think LaMelo Ball is going to be moved to shooting guard because, no intentional joke here, but he's 6'7", literally.
Yeah.
And I feel like they can play together,
Sure.
I know Ant can definitely go to point guard and play to the best of his abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly kind of mad that Cat won that ring still.
Wow. So you're not happy for your guy, Karl Anthony Towns?
No, I'm not.
Wow.
After all that, I'm definitely not happy.
I love the petty. The funny part is, like, you guys traded Cat to get Julius Randle, and then you just waived Julius Randle and sent him away to what?
I have unexpressed anger for Karl Anthony Towns and for the whole organization of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'm going to make you very mad, but I don't mean to. It's just a sports topic of discussion. Do you feel like the Minnesota Timberwolves are doing this right now with Anthony Edwards? They're trying to go all in with him for the next 2 years. But if they don't win it in the next 2 years, is Ant going to be gone?
Don't make me think like that. I think what's going to happen is they're going to be like if this isn't working out, because they did the same thing to Cat. They're going to give him like 10 years, and then they're going to be like, okay, you're gone now. And then they'll have a new player, and I feel like that's just what they're doing at this point.
It seems like it's now or never almost for Anthony Edwards and for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Brother Jewel, unbelievable stuff. Today's question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Tell us about it.
It was not going to believe me. When was it? It was a long time ago. It was 7th grade summer school.
Okay.
I went roller skating.
Why were you in summer school?
Because I was a horrible student.
You got bad grades in 7th grade?
No, I got good grades all in all.
But you got in trouble.
Yeah, I was the one in detention a lot.
Were you skipping class? Were you were you breaking the DARE program?
I was skipping math.
Yeah, skipping math.
Yeah.
Where are you right now with your math skills?
Obviously better.
Better because he's going. All right, so you're in summer school. How'd you break your bone?
We went roller skating, and I had the little, helper thing. And one of my friends had asked if I could have it, like if he could have it. And I lended it to him. I went on into the rink, and I collided with him. And I fell down, and I just heard a pop in my wrist. I was like, this bone better not be broken. Because it felt like, like the other dude said, a sprained ankle. It just felt like that. It didn't feel that bad. And the nurse that was on site, she didn't want to give me pain meds. So I just had to sit there with the broken wrist.
Not good, Jewel. Unbelievable stuff. Thanks for calling. God bless. We'll talk soon, bro.
Yep.
Peace. My friend broke his wrist. So I've broken both bones in my left arm twice. I've broken my nose. I've broken my thumb. I've broken a lot of bones. I thought everybody else would be like, oh, yeah, I've broken a lot of stuff. It seems like, maybe guys aren't getting hurt as much as I was. Man, back in my day, we used to get hurt and break our bones all the time. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm Aiden from Memphis.
Aiden from Michigan?
Memphis.
Oh, from Memphis. My guy, brother, I am so sorry, but you just lost John Morant, dude. How are you feeling right now, Aiden?
Bro, I was so mad when I found out, bro.
Paint the picture for me. Were you on your phone? Did you get a tweet from Shams Charania? How did you discover it?
I was just scrolling on TikTok, and I got on Instagram. But Memphis, they really wasn't my team at first.
Okay.
But back then, well, they was, but now they not. Cause the things going on with Ja, and then, but I got my favorite team probably Spurs or OKC, something like that.
I mean, I think it'd be smart for you, Aiden, to jump over to the Spurs or to OKC. What's the vibe around the block right now, dog? Are people upset about Ja, or does everybody think it's a good move?
Okay. Sorry for that, kid. But people don't
Who was that? Who was that, Aiden?
That was my brother.
That's awesome, bro. So everyone's upset, dude. You had Jaren Jackson Jr., you had John Morant, you had Desmond Bane and Steven Adams and Dylan Brooks. You had a really good team 4 years ago, and now you have nothing to show for it in Memphis. I think it's completely warranted to jump ship to go to OKC, bro.
Me personally, though, I feel like it's just the coach Thomas Isla. Taylor Jenkins, he was a good coach, bro.
He was good. Aiden, we could talk about the Grizzlies all day. I want to talk about you. What kind of ball do you play? Do you play football?
I play basketball.
You play basketball. You got some summer league coming up? You got AAU?
Thinking about going to AAU, but I might go to this league that I've been playing in ever since I was 9 years old.
Is it like NJB or something?
It's like a park league.
Bro, that sounds awesome. I encourage you just to continue to go out and to ball out like that. Do you do anything creative? Do you play an instrument? Do you make music or anything?
Nah, I'll be on the game. I'll be going outside and stuff.
I absolutely love that, bro. Going outside in Memphis, having a blast. Brother, before we go, question of the day on today's show, have you ever broken a bone, Aiden?
Nah, but it felt like it, though.
What happened?
So, I was at my friend's house. Actually, I don't live in Memphis no more. But
okay.
I was at my friend's house. We was on this trampoline, and then I had this backflip off the trampoline, and I fell on my hand, and then my finger went back, and it felt like I broke it, but I didn't.
Have you been scared to jump on a trampoline and do a backflip since, or have you conquered your fear?
Yeah, I was kind of scared, but that was about 7 years ago.
Oh, so now you're grown.
No, I'm not grown, but I was scared about 7 years ago.
Brother, I love that you've battled your fears and your anxieties, and you've displayed courage on this show, and you're an unbelievable caller. Aiden, legit, bro. Whenever you want to call in, dog. I love this conversation. God bless you and your brother. We'll talk soon.
You too, bro.
Peace. My guy Aiden from Memphis. There is not another show in the world where you will have such a breadth of diversity as you will when we're on the phone talking to older gentlemen from the Florida region. We're talking, I'm Unk from California. We talked to Bryant from SoCal. We talked to someone from Long Island. Now we're talking to a young man, a lad, with his head on his shoulders, and his older brother from Memphis. We hear it all on this show, brother. We hear it all on the show, and that's what we are here to do. We talked a lot about John Morant with my friend Aiden. I still haven't really dove into what it's like from the Grizzlies' perspective. As a fan of a team that roots for the Grizzlies, I was in Memphis, literally, in 2022, when they beat the Warriors, or 2022, when they won that playoff series against the Jazz. I was there in Memphis, Game 7. There was a watch-along right along the river by the Big Pyramid. That city loves this team. A lot of NBA players talk crap on Memphis because they don't like the hotel, because they're pansies. A lot of NBA players talk a lot of crap on Memphis, and I'm going to stand up right now. That is a great city. That is a great town. Me and my brother had a great time on Beale Street. A lot of people, it's dangerous. Shut up. It's not dude. There are dangerous parts of every city. People just don't like, dude. The reason a lot of people don't like Memphis or think it's a bad place is because they're afraid of black people. Someone had to say it. Someone had to say it. They hear someone talking a certain way and they're like, I need to run away. I'm clutching my pearls. I'm sprinting. Someone did. Most of the white people in America when they're like, oh yeah, I know a black person. He's really kind. No, that's a white guy in a black man's body. Then they go to Memphis and they're like, oh my gosh, where are we? Everyone is Glorilla. I got to stop there. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
My name is Landon. I'm calling in from New York.
Landon from New York City. Unbelievable stuff, brother. Are you a fan of the Knicks?
Absolutely.
Where did you go to the parade?
Yes.
Where were you at in the parade? Did you see all of the players?
Yeah, I seen them all, but I wasn't really too close up.
But you were there, bro. Unbelievable. That is a memory that you will take with you for the rest of your life. What are the odds New York runs it back this year, Landon?
I'm not really sure, but the East is looking a little weak right now.
Oh, you think the East is looking weak? What part in particular?
I think really we have all of the tanking teams right now. We might have to worry a little bit about the Celtics again and the Pacers, but otherwise I think we're good right now.
Bro, Landon, you brought up the Pacers. No one is talking about that team. That team was really, really good 2 years ago, and they're running it back with the same team and a very rested Halliburton, and they added in Zubac. Yeah. Like, there's a chance that they could be the number one seed in the Eastern Conference next year.
Yeah, and they kind of just scare me a little bit after that run against us. So yeah.
Yeah, they got to scare you. You talked about the Celtics, Jaylen Brown. Are we thinking that Jaylen Brown gets traded soon?
I think Jaylen Brown, if he doesn't get traded, he's gonna go into the free agency.
All right. Although that is not possible, I want to just walk down that. No. Let's stay right there. Let's walk down that thought process real quick. Let's say he is in free agency. He could go wherever he wants. Where do you think the best place is for him to sign?
I think the best places, I'm not really sure because Jaylen Brown's play style is kind of all around. So he could go to somewhere like, I don't know. I mean, the Grizzlies have a lot of cap space right now. They could pay him a good amount.
Bro, speaking of Memphis, Jaylen Brown calls himself a man of the people. Come on, move to Memphis, brother. John Morant got traded to the Blazers. Do you think the Blazers are going to be any good?
I think they are. They got some pretty good defense with Donovan Clingan and Toumani Camara backcourt. I think they could go somewhere with that.
Landon, I'm really jonesing for some American football. I love the World Cup, but I want real football. Do you have a football take for us, an NFL or college football take for the people?
I watch it, but I don't really have a take.
I absolutely love the honesty. Landon, we do a question of the day on every single one of these shows. Today's question of the day, have you ever broken a bone?
No.
Landon, unbelievable call, brother. God bless. Thank you for following the show and calling in. We'll talk to you soon, okay, boss?
All right.
Peace. 5 said Blazers got some good guards to move. They do. The funny part is John Morant did not go for a first-round pick at all. Desmond Bane went for 4. John Morant went for 0 first-round picks. Okay, we'll start there. For the culture. Scoot Henderson is a guy right now on the Blazers that a lot of people have a lot of interest in. The question is, do you think Scoot Henderson will go for more picks than John Morant, which is 0? What world are we living in, bro? I'm getting a call from the UK right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Jamie from England.
Jamie from England. Unbelievable stuff, brother. I don't know if this call is going to cost me a bunch of money, but I'm willing to take the call for you. You're calling in first time we've had someone call in from the UK, brother. Unbelievable stuff.
Go. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Now.
Represent.
Got to represent. Jamie, you're calling in on today's show. What do you have for the people today?
What do I have for the people today?
Yeah.
I personally think if Jeremy Sokan played in the NBA Finals, he was averaging 40, 20, and 10 on everyone's soul.
You're a big Jeremy Sochan fan?
Oh, hell yeah. Who isn't?
True. I mean, everyone over here is just head to toe decked in Jeremy Sochan gear. He's a rare situation where he was the NBA Finals winner and then also would have gotten a ring from the Spurs because he was on that team earlier in the year.
He was a sleeper agent.
He was a sleeper agent. Do you think he gave them the blueprint?
More than that.
Jamie, you seem locked in on the NBA. Are you one of the bigger NBA guys in England?
The biggest. The largest.
And a big X the Plug fan, too. How do you feel about Jaylen Brown right now? It seems like he's going to get moved. Do you have an idea of where he's getting moved to?
I'm a Celtics fan, so it hurts me. I don't want to see the Jays separate. And if he does get moved, I might just follow him. I ain't going to lie. I'll be upset. I saw a rumor that Alperen Sengun was going to come for him. You know, I nearly threw my house onto the market. I was furious.
Yeah, bro went on Zillow because he was so mad about the trade. Dog, I had a take earlier in the week that you might get so mad at. I feel like they should have offered Jason Tatum for Giannis instead of Jaylen Brown.
I couldn't agree more.
Wow, you're with me because, one, the Bucks would have said yes to that, and you wouldn't have gone through this whole mess. And then, two, I kind of think Jaylen Brown's a better player.
Yeah, well, Jaylen Brown's proved he can do it by himself. We lost Tatum, where he didn't have a very, valuable offensive second option, and we still balled out in our conference. Obviously, the playoffs didn't go our way, but you can look past that. Once you get a competitor like Giannis to go beside him, you don't need Tatum. You bring some needed height to the team, some paint presence, some good defense. Does 10 times the job Tatum will do. And Jaylen Brown's already shown he's worth it. I don't know. He was the best player in the finals when we won it. So
yeah, he was literally the MVP. It's a great take, Jamie. Real quick, there's a thing going on right now called the World Cup. America is very, very, very excited about our game on Wednesday against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Do you think America is going to win that game?
You'll win. Bosnia ain't going to cause you any issues. I mean, later down the line, I don't know what's going to happen, but you should beat Bosnia. And if you don't, I'd be disappointed in you. And
then is England going to win the whole thing? Is she coming
home? Is England going to win the whole thing? Is grass pink? No, we're not. We're losing it. But, I can pray.
Jamie, I'll be praying with you, brother. Literally, whenever you want to call in, please call back. This was a great call. Before you go, today's question of the day: have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah, 3. No, 4.
Wow. Tell me about the worst one.
The worst one, my hip. That was pretty poo. I ain't gonna lie.
How'd you break your hip?
Well, I was during a PE lesson on the running track. There was a little divot in the track. I step on it. Growth plate just pops out, and the teacher told me to walk it off. So that was a bit long.
So you tripped in PE and broke your hip.
There was like a hole in the ground.
Okay. We'll work on a better story next time you call in. Jamie, unbelievable stuff, brother. God bless. We'll talk soon.
Okay. See you in a bit, darling.
Peace. Oh my gosh, bro! What an unbelievable call. Jamie instantly gets a contact. Jamie from the UK. Wow, what a caller. Unbelievable stuff, brother. That's why you guys call into TBWZ to be a part of this thing. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, I'm Cody, man. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, man.
Cody, we've talked to you before. You like to run with it, so just go at it. What do you got for the people, Cody?
All right, man. Well, there's a lot to talk about, man. Like, especially with the Wolves getting a big trade from LaMelo.
They got LaMelo Ball.
Insane.
You're a Spurs fan, so you have the Spurs as the best team in the West potentially, then OKC too. Are the Trailblazers are the Timberwolves now for sure the third best team in the West?
I'm not going to lie, after seeing that trade, man, it really is insane, and I really think that they might actually be unstoppable now. Because, I mean, you got Anthony Edwards.
Oh, the Timberwolves.
Yep. You got the Timberwolves. You got Jay Morant, too. And you also got, like, a bunch of other players that are indeed getting traded still.
Yeah. Like, do you think there's some more moves to be made?
The crazy part is that this year is that at the start of July, LeBron's going to be a free agent.
Yeah.
The big question is, where is he going to go?
Everyone's trying to figure that out.
Everyone's all saying online. Everyone's already saying online that everyone's going to go to Warriors. He's going to go be with Curry. I mean, it could happen, but I don't really believe in it.
You don't believe in him going to Golden State. I think it's much more likely he goes to stays in Los Angeles. What do you think about my take, though, that he might go play in the NBA Europe League?
Overall, I think the way that he plays in basketball, it's low-key actually good, and I really think that he can actually make it pretty far.
He can make it pretty far in Europe and be pretty good over there. Is LeBron at this point in his career just a stat patter? Because a bunch of people are in the chat saying he just needs to retire.
I personally agree with that LeBron just needs to retire. I mean, I understand it's brotherhood, and I also understand that he might want to keep up with his brand new stuff and all this type of grind that he's trying to go for. Yeah. I mean, I clearly want to say this. If you're a kid right now at the age of 14 to 8, we already know that you chose LeBron as your GOAT.
Yep, that is the age range. Is a very young demo. Cody, you're a Spurs fan. Can you just 1 or 2 minutes on the pain and the suffering that you experienced during the finals?
The pain that I suffered after watching the game during halftime, Zach. Before I was looking forward to call you, but I couldn't get to you. My fault, my man.
You're good.
Overall, my pain was I really couldn't get over with it after a whole week. And after the game ended, during halftime, my heart was very stroked. I was starting to lose a hope. I was starting to, get. Have you ever got a tug in your heart that you feel like you're losing hope for your team? So
high school
I said,
musical.
you know what? I'm not even gonna breathe in. I'm like, you know what? I gotta pray. At that point, when it was every single time out they took, I was praying. I prayed 5 times.
Wow.
And none of them came. I was like, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I was like, it is what it is. I'm praying that we can do it next year. We can do it this year.
Cody, I absolutely love it, brother. Unbelievable stuff. Thanks for taking us down memory lane a little bit. Before you go, today's question of the day: have you ever broken a bone?
Have I ever broken a bone? Yes, indeed.
What was the worst one? Tell us the story.
My worst bone I have broken was my thumb. It was very. I think it was whenever I was on a bicycle.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with my friends, and all of a sudden, my thumb got clogged and it got stuck in one of the fucking parts on the thing, right? And I don't know what happened. After it got stuck, I fell off my bike and then I dislocated my thumb. That's what happened. Yep.
Thumb got clogged up in the bike, bro. That's tough. Cody, God bless you, bro. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon.
All right, bye, man.
Peace. We should ask Gordon Hayward if he ever broke a bone. Dude, that'd be hilarious. One day when we have Gordon Hayward on, it's like, yeah, and then Gordon, have you ever broken a bone before? Hey, I'm Gordon Hayward. I broke my leg really bad. Oh. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean and let the people know your name and where you're calling in from.
What's up, bro? My name is Brooks. I'm from Kentucky.
Brooks, what part of Kentucky? I've been to Lexington before, and I've been to yeah, go.
Just south of Louisville.
Just south of Louisville. You are in Kentucky hanging out with the people. Brooks, on this show, we were talking a lot of things. LeBron, LaMelo, Jaylen Brown, Ja Morant, the Warriors, Kawhi Leonard. What did you want to talk about today, Brooks?
I know you want to talk about some college football, so, it's just any football,
Dog, hit me with the college football right now. Are you an SEC man or are you a Louisville guy?
Louisville Cards, bro.
L's up in the chat right now for Louisville. The ACC is gets crapped on every single year, but Miami's going to be pretty good. They got Darian Mensah from Duke, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys beat Miami last year, didn't you?
On a Friday night, yes, sir.
You did. You beat that team. That's a tough place to play. Do you have any hope for the Louisville Cardinals to make the playoffs this year?
I mean, every single year I think great about them, and I think this year is the year. I say this every year, but this year is the year.
This is the year. I love it, Brooks. Do you have any college football takes for the people?
I mean, I think Isaac Brown's going to be in the Heisman race.
I love it, dude. You got to rep your guys. Of the quarterbacks that are going to be in the 2027 class, right, I mentioned Mensah. There's Jaden Mayava from USC. There is Dante Moore up from Oregon, Sam Levitt at LSU. Do you think there's a quarterback in particular to watch out for this year, even Arch Manning?
I mean, I'm still going to rough with the Cards. I think Lincoln Keenholz for Louisville, transfer from Ohio State, is going to do a lot.
Gotta love it, dude. Repping Louisville left and right. Unbelievable stuff, brother. Thank you for bringing college football to us. I think there's no more exciting time in the universe than when college football gets started.
Okay, what's like y'all's TikTok account name? Because I was just on that live and then like my thing refreshed. I couldn't find it. So like, what's the account so I can? Because I've been watching this like for a long time and then it refreshed.
Bro, thank you so much for supporting. It's Take Back with Zach. I'm live on Twitch. Right. I'm live on YouTube, and I'm live on TikTok right now. But, brother, before you go, Brooks, question of the day. Have you ever broken a bone?
I have, sadly.
Oh, what did you break? Tell us about it.
I was riding on my, probably around 2020, 2019. I was riding on my electric scooter, and I fell off, hit a rock, and broke my arm.
Dog, I'm sorry about that, but you are stronger because of it. Brooks, God bless. Thanks for calling in, and we'll talk soon, bro.
Hey, God bless you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Peace. That's my guy Brooks calling in on today's show. Fellas, a little bit of thank you. We got 32 followers on today's show, brother. That means that I have now hit 3,000 followers on TikTok. It's been a struggle. It's been really hard. I'm about 9 months into this thing. I know my year anniversary will be in October. We do this every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 p.m. to around now Pacific time. So that's 7 to like 9 on the East Coast. So this show is all about talking ball and hanging out with the homies and being a voice for the people. So a lot of people will have podcasts or they have live streams and they talk sports, but they talk at you. I never wanted to talk at you guys. I wanted to talk with you. I wanted to hear from you and let you give your takes out to the people. So the idea of this platform is not just to be me sitting on a pedestal being like, listen to my thoughts. The idea of this show is for us to hang out together and be a part of each other's lives and be able to do this together and step in accordance in our love of ball. We're talking a lot of NBA right now. My homie Brooks just brought up some college football. We've talked a lot about, what up, Unruly? We've talked a lot of World Cup stuff. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I am game for. In a couple of weeks, once NBA slows down, we're going to be going to heavy into football. So if you are someone who's like, I kind of like the NBA, but I know a lot more about football, your time will come. Your time is gonna come. The thing is, when you get popular, the phone lines are going to be a mess. So Oreo, I've already planned on that. We're gonna put the phone line will be behind a paywall. So you'll have to sub on Twitch to be able to call into the show. That'll be, except for you, and Unruly, and Blake. Hey, God bless you, bro. Definitely going to call back Wednesday and Friday. Thank you, Violet. Love that. I've broken my tibia for a layup, going for a layup in a travel game. That is horrible, SP. And then AJ just followed the live creator. Unbelievable stuff. Fellas on TikTok, I'll be live again on Wednesday, so I will see you guys then. Until then, good luck. Have a great night. God bless you guys, and we'll see you again on Wednesday. I'm going to finish the show on Twitch. So Take Back with Zach on Twitch and YouTube if you want to keep supporting. When is Facebook again? I don't know what that means at all. When is football again? Is that what you're asking? Football starts in I don't know. Football starts for me like next week, brother. I eat, leave, and breathe the gridiron. That didn't make any sense. What a horrible dismount. Sorry, guys. I'll try to be better next time. Bye. Love you guys. Peace. Ooh, wait. I almost did break my ankle and thumb playing baseball this season. You've gotten banged up, bro. You've gotten banged up. Oreo, we did it. 33 new followers, 1.7K views, which is really, really solid. Really, really good stuff. Wow, the guy Brooks who just called in watched the show for almost 2 hours. Almost watched the entire thing. No way. Tyiski with the follow on Twitch. What up, bro?
It's money turning me on. Hey, it's money turning me on.
You're the man, bro. Yeah, dude. TikTok is like, it's been really, really popping. It's been fun. I just kind of started doing like the new graphics and stuff and kind of floating them around and trying new things over there. And it's so far been successful, which is good. A lot of what is happening right now is like our fan generation is coming from TikTok, and then trying to bring people over to this platform has been kind of the struggle. But also we're just in the summer months. How the heck are you, Vini? Unruly, it's so good to see you, bro. I started a second job. I have 2 jobs now. So I'm an editor by day, and I work at a restaurant by night. How am I doing? I'm in love. But she doesn't love me back. So I work at a restaurant in Newport Beach, and if you know anything about Newport Beach, it's one of like the nicest places in America. It's very opulent. There's a lot of wealth, and there's a lot of beautiful, hot chicks. Blonde, blue eyes, surfer girls. The servers at my restaurant are all so hot. Like, so hot. And I'm slowly, but surely, my friend Shirley over there, I mean, I should just quit now. They are so beautiful and so gorgeous and so awesome and so chill and so funny and so great. And I want to talk to them, and I want to take them on dates. I want to buy them coffee, and I want to hold hands. I want to get sweaty palms together. Come on now. Where's my hug at? I've become that guy at work. I go like this. I tap them on the shoulder. I go like this. And they turn. They go, oh, hey. And I go, where's my hug at? And then they give me a hug. Sad. I'm in love, though, with many different women all at once. Oh, here's something, though. Yesterday, so one of these servers, who's really cool, she came up to me like right when work started, like right when I clocked in. I started at 4, so like right when I clocked in for my shift, it started, and she came up to me and she was like, "Hey, my table thinks you're cute and they're interested in you," and she's like they just have a couple of questions, and I was like, "Oh, okay," and she goes, I was like, I don't want to talk about this right now, and then she was like, do you have hair? And I was like, yes, because I wear a hat. And she's like, do you have hair? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't want to talk about this with you. And then I was like, here's my Instagram. They could follow me on Instagram. They could DM me if they, whatever. And because I was working, you know what I mean? Come on now. And I also didn't want to say, oh, I have a sport podcast. You know, I didn't want to do that. But, not that I am retarded, but some of my life is. Maybe I'm retarded on the outside. No. We all know that's not true. Anyways, I gave her my Instagram. I was like, they could just follow me on Instagram and they can check me out. And no one followed me. No one DM'd me. Nothing happened. And listen, my Instagram, it's a hot gram. It's a chill gram. I got music on there. I got me doing cool stuff and hot pics, whatever. And no one followed me. So you know what that made me realize? And I need you guys' advice on this one. What it made me realize is I don't think there was ever a table of girls that thought I was cute. Okay? Why? 2 pieces of evidence. They didn't follow or DM me on Instagram, and they absolutely would have. If you asked your waiter, hey, can you go get me that girl's Instagram, and she gave it to you, you're going to follow and then DM, right? So red flag right there. Red flag number 2 is it was right when I clocked in. Like, I clocked in 4 p.m. By 4:06, she was back there like, hey, my table thinks you're really cute. There's no shot that for like 3 minutes, a table saw me and was like, wow, I'm struck by that man. I also look ugly as crap in my hat. I look horrible in my uniform. I wear a chef coat and an apron and a hat. So, I don't think it was an actual table. I think it was like the girls, like the servers that I'm talking about, have been talking about me and sent this one girl who's really cool and has a good personality. They sent her to like talk to me, and she has a husband, so you know what I mean. So talk to me to like try to get the dirt on me. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to right now. So many people are dating in my grade, and people keep asking to set people up with me, and I'm like, I'm trying to be free, not tied up in a relationship right now. Yeah, it's either Riz or hate. Oreo, I would encourage you to just, you know, how do I put this? Make as many mistakes as you possibly can. Because you learn more from your mistakes than you will from success. When a team watches film from the game before, they don't look at all the good plays, they look at all the bad plays because they learn from that. But cherry on top of today's show, live on TBWZ is my friend Blake. What is up, Blake?
How are you doing today?
Doing all right. So I had work pretty late last night. I had a situation. Were you able to hear the situation I just kind of talked about with the guys?
No, I just got back home a bit ago.
So I had a server at my restaurant come up to me and say that there was a table of girls that thought I was cute, and they got my Instagram. But none of them followed me or DM'd me, which is very weird. So I'm thinking it wasn't actually a table that wanted my number. I think it was actually maybe another server at the restaurant. You know what I mean?
The girl that said there was people at the table.
You think it was that girl?
Yeah, I feel like why would she just say that out of nowhere?
Yeah, and I just got to work, so it was kind of weird that maybe a table already saw me, which is a very strange one. Have you ever had a situation where you've gotten a girl's number in public, or like a girl's asked for your number in public?
Not really.
No, not really. Have you ever been in a relationship?
No.
No. Do you have the desire to be, or is that something you just don't really want right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you playing Madden right now? I can hear you clicking away.
I'm playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite. You said you just got back. What did you just get back from, Blake?
The store.
The store? Did you buy stuff?
Just groceries.
Now, when you go grocery shopping, are you able to pick out a couple of fun snacks for yourself?
Once in a while.
Once in a while. What did you get any fun snacks for yourself this time around?
No.
All right, now if I give you a $100 gift card to the grocery store and I was like, buy $100 worth of stuff, what kind of snacks are you getting, Blake?
Bacon.
Mm-hmm. Great start.
Pancakes.
Store-bought pancakes, yeah.
Gatorade and that stuff.
Wow, $100 worth of bacon, pancakes, and Gatorade. Now that's a party. That would be an absolute blast of a time, Blake.
Yeah.
What's your death row meal?
What?
What's your Oreo wants to know if you have any of the rare sprites in Fortnite.
No.
No. What's your death row meal, Blake?
What's that? I don't know what
so you know, like when a prisoner goes on death row, like capital punishment.
Oh yeah.
So before they die, they get whatever meal they want. So if you want steak and lobster, if you want caviar, whatever it is, they give you and make you whatever you want. So like, what would your death row meal be?
Basically steak, macaroni, Sprite.
Steak, double mac, some Sprite.
Another steak.
Yeah, 2 steaks, 2 macs, 1 Sprite. Pancakes and bacon?
Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I absolutely love that. Oreo said just give me a plate of French fries and Powerade, and he's good. So, wow, we have a Powerade guy, but you're a Gatorade head, right, Blake?
Yeah.
Are you doing the chop right now in your room?
I like Powerade. It just depends if it's cold.
Oh, so you'll do warm Gatorade, but you won't do warm Powerade?
Yeah.
Do you have a top 3 Gatorade flavors for the people?
First, I think blue.
Start with number 3. Start with number 3.
3, I would say like green.
Okay.
Then second, blue. Then white.
I didn't even know they made a white Gatorade.
I like that one.
What flavor is that?
I don't remember.
Huh. It's just white. Maybe it's snow flavored.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What team is John Morant going to?
He got traded to the Portland Trailblazers.
Really?
Yeah, he did. He's a Blazer now.
Like, I feel like they gave up on John Morant too soon.
I feel like they gave up on that entire team because they had Jaren Jackson and they also had Desmond Bane. They sold that entire team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do a AI cover today.
Oh, AI cover today. I got a split soon, but do you want to do one Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday, yeah.
Are you free Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to do one Wednesday, we should think of something in the Discord and then we can all jump in and do one together.
Yeah.
Or if there's ever like a day where you guys want to do a night show, we could do that and just play around.
Night show, yeah. I would like that.
You would like just like a random, like maybe if on Mondays instead of going live at 4, what if I went live at like late, like at 6?
Yeah.
And then we just did a night show and had fun. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we try that next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I gotta pee and I gotta run, so we're gonna call it a day on this show. But I love you calling in, and we'll talk soon, brother.
I see ya.
Peace. At the buzzer, we got Blake calling in on the show, and we absolutely love it. Wasn't even watching, just like it has me saved in his contacts under TBWZ. It just calls in whenever he feels the need for it. Unbelievable show. Really, really, really fun stuff across the board. I hope it doesn't crash right now, but I'm going to try to reconnect Spotify. If it does, I'm sorry. No, we're good. Fellas, super, super fun show. We hit 3,000 on TikTok. That's massive. Continuing to put some fun clips out has been really, really helpful for that follower count and then just our counts in general. Really, really stoked on what we're doing, guys, and I'm working really, really hard right now. My life, it's hard, so any prayer that you have for me, I will be gladly taking it and accepting it, but the best thing you guys can do for me is show up to this show. I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your week. Happy 4th. Love you guys. Vini, outie.
I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away? Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside looks so unkind, and I'm counting on you. You can carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away?